Hey guys, since there seems to be so much drama going on here today, I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about 5 of my favorite drama movies. Alright guys, the first movie I want to talk about is The Redemption. Now I know I've mentioned this film many times before, and that I've said that I consider it to be the greatest film ever made, but it really is my #1 favorite drama of all time. Now with that being said, all of the other movies in this video are not necessarily in my top 5 favorite dramas. However, this is #1. I love everything about this movie. I think it's absolutely incredible. The performances are so superb. Top-notch performances from Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman. Absolutely great job for both of them. The movie's fairly long, it runs 142 minutes, but it goes by so quickly. I can watch this movie over and over again and never get tired of it. I will continue to appreciate it each and every time I watch it. It's a great storyline as well, based on a short story by Stephen King. I know most people have probably seen it by now, but if you haven't, please do me a favor and yourself a favor, and please check it out. I really don't think you'll regret it. Next one I want to talk about is Casino. It's kind of hard to define some movies as being drama movies or thrillers or even comedies in some cases or whatever. This one, for example, a lot of people would consider this to be a gangster film, along with Goodfellas and The Godfather. However, I do still consider it to be a drama. It's definitely a dramatic film. I think it's one of Scorsese's best films, and next to The Shawshank Redemption, I do think it's one of the greatest films ever made. It's just absolutely beautiful. The set design is incredible. The wardrobe, the colors used, and then of course the performances. Just absolutely great. Robert De Niro, Sharon Stone, Joe Pesci, all amazing in their roles. It's a very long movie as well, like The Shawshank Redemption, but again, it's a movie I can watch over and over again and never get tired of, and I find something new to appreciate about it each and every time. So yeah, I highly recommend this one as well. Next up, I won't have to say too much about this one. I know a lot of people are fans. The movie I'm talking about is Stand By Me. Absolute amazing film. Such a great coming-of-age story. A story about friendship and growing up and being a kid. It's just such a great storyline. Again, another one based on a Stephen King story. He writes some amazing stories, I have to say. With The Shawshank Redemption and now with this, two of the best stories I think ever written. Stand By Me is based on The Body, which was written by Stephen King. But absolutely amazing story. The characters in this, Will Wheaton, River Phoenix, Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connell, all of them absolutely incredible. And then you have Kiefer Sutherland, who always plays a great punk as well, a great villain. So yeah, really great film. As I said, no need to go too much into detail about it because I know a lot of people are fans. Now this next one, a lot of people would consider to be, a dark comedy or even just a comedy, but still considered to be a drama for me. And it's Harold and Maude. This is one of my top favorite films of all time, drama or not. If I had to make a top 10 list of my favorite films ever, this would definitely be in there. Absolutely love this film. I love Ruth Gordon in it. I love Bud Cort in it. I just love so much about this movie. From the opening scene to the very end, it's chilling in a good way. It literally gives me the chills in a lot of scenes in this movie. It's just such an uplifting story. Even in the sad moments, it truly gets to you and makes you feel good. And it's weird to say that, as I said, even in sad moments, but I don't know. If you guys have seen the movie, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It really does something to you that a lot of movies fail to do. As I said, it really gets deep down inside you, and I really love this movie because of that. I'm really excited that Criterion is releasing this soon. I believe it's June 12th is the release date of the Blu-ray and the new Criterion DVD, so I'll definitely be picking this up on Blu-ray. Can't wait to see that. So if you guys haven't seen Harold and Maude, please check this out. And finally, now this is going to be an odd one to show in this video, but I had to do it, and it's Funny People. This is another one I know a lot of people would consider to be a comedy, and I do. I consider it to be both a comedy and a drama, because there are just some really touching moments in this movie, some really sad moments in this movie, and some very, very dramatic moments in this movie. So I really felt I needed to include it, for a mention. I love this movie so much. Again, it's another one that's long. All these drama movies seem to be pretty long, but yeah, I just really enjoy it every time I watch it. And it's another one that really gets to me for some reason. Adam Sandler plays a very different character than he normally plays in this. Sure, he plays a comedian, which isn't, you may think, isn't so different, but the way he pulls it off is so different than, what he normally does. He's usually a very, very likable character. And yes, he is likable in a lot of this movie, but there are also many scenes in this movie where he's not that likable. And I think he pulls that off so well. Seth Rogen was incredible in this. I think Seth Rogen was probably the funniest thing about this movie, and I think that's what I think that's what they were going for. I think that was kind of one of the many points they were trying to make in this movie. But yeah, definitely a very dramatic movie. A very dark kind of storyline, and I really do like the ending. A lot of people say that the ending nothing really happens, but I definitely recommend you watch it again if you think that, and really watch the movie. And keep everything in mind as you watch it, because at the end you'll see that there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about these 5 movies, mainly as an excuse to say a little message, which I want to share with you guys right now. I know a lot is going on right now in this YouTube community. There's a lot of drama, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video. You guys all know the situation I'm talking about. I will not talk about it specifically. It's not my place to say anything. I was not involved in the situation, so I feel that I should not be one to mention anything about it. However, in general, I would just like to say, it's really, it really brings me down that it gets to be like this on here. This is such a great community, and there are some days when some of us are talking about how much we love it on here, and how positive, how positive of an experience it is for all of us, and how we love meeting new people. And then there are days like this when we attack each other, and it's just not right, in my opinion. I feel like certain people shouldn't say certain things, and I feel like other people shouldn't take them so personally. So it goes both ways. There are definitely trolls on here, but there are also people who I think are just expressing opinions, and maybe some people are uncomfortable with that and take things the wrong way. And then other times, sometimes people are being nasty in a way. So I'm not saying one way or the other anybody's right or wrong. The point I'm saying is, people are going to say things. It's all on how you take them. There's no reason, for you to shut down your whole page over it. Don't let it get to you. I've had negative things said to me on here. I've had people dislike videos and stuff. But you know what? Laugh it off and move on. It's as simple as that. If people want to dish out nasty comments, then deliver them back to them, or choose to ignore them or block them. There are so many different options. We're on a computer. It's the internet. You don't have to see these people face to face. If you don't want to interact with them, simply block them. I don't understand why certain situations are getting blown way out of proportion. And as I said, I just really think, everybody needs to keep in mind that, people see things differently, and sometimes somebody says something, they don't necessarily mean it in a mean way, and sometimes they do. Again, as I said, I can't speak for anybody. But my point is, let's just all please try to get along. I feel like this community is such a better place when everybody is in more of a positive mood and getting along. It's like, not to be cheesy, but why can't we all just get along? It really is that simple when we're on the internet. You block somebody if you don't like them, as simple as that. There are no need to be making videos attacking people and making nasty comments on other people's videos and bullying and trolling and all that stuff. It's just really uncalled for. And I've said many times before, guys, the person you hear when I make my videos, and the person I am when I comment to you guys, that's who I really am. I try to be positive. I consider myself to be a fairly nice guy. Sure, I have my bad days. Sure, I get in bad moods. But, I'm not going to take it out on anybody else. I'm not going to get involved in anybody else's business. I don't believe in doing that. I'm on this YouTube community because I enjoy making videos. I enjoy watching other people's videos, and I enjoy interacting with each and every one of you. So, if you guys want to troll me and you guys want to dislike my video, then go right ahead. Make nasty comments if you like. But my point is, I just really appreciate all the people out there who are positive and who are supporters of me as well as others. Let's just try to keep it positive, guys. And that's really all I have to say about it. So now I'm going to leave you guys off with some bloopers from the making of this video. So hopefully that can lighten up the mood a little bit. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Thanks, guys. Sorry, guys, I forgot to say one thing, so I'm just going to say this one last thing before I switch over to the bloopers. A lot of people are mad about, certain people saying certain things and people leaving nasty comments and whatnot. But I don't think that gives anybody a reason to go do the same exact thing to that person's videos and that person's channel. I saw quite a few nasty comments being left on a certain person's videos after the fact, and the fact is, it's one of those, two wrongs don't make a right situations. Practice what you preach. I don't see that, I don't see it right that, on one hand, you guys are complaining about people leaving nasty comments, but then some of you, not all of you, I'm not trying to point the fingers at anybody, or I'm not naming names, but there are a few people that I saw that went and did the same exact thing that they're getting mad about. I don't understand. Like, why don't get mad at one person for doing it if you're just going to do the same exact thing? And I know, a lot of people are going to say, well, this person may deserve it, and you may feel that way. But, let's just all try to act our age, I think, and let's just be the bigger person about it. There's no need to retaliate and leave rude comments and mean comments on people's things. I mean, some of you went the extreme of, putting it in all caps locks. I mean, that's like the internet equivalent of screaming at somebody. When you have all caps, that means I'm serious. I mean, come on, guys, there's no need for it, But again, I'm not pointing fingers at you guys. I'm not trying to stir anything up. Trust me, I am a very positive person. I love you all. Enjoy my bloopers. Hey guys, seems to be so much. Hey guys, seems to be. Alright guys, the first film I want to talk about is The /Shawshank Redemption. I've mentioned this movie many times before, Alright guys, the first film I want to mention is The /Shawshank Redemption. I know I've mentioned this movie many times before. Alright guys, the first film I want to mention is The /Shawshank Redemption. Alright guys, the first movie I want to talk about is The /Shawshank Redemption. Now I've mentioned this film many times before, and I said... Alright guys, the first film I want to mention is The /Shawshank Redemption. Now I know I've mentioned this movie many times before. Alright guys, the first film I want to talk about is The /Shawshank Redemption. Now I've mentioned this film many times before, and I've said that come on.